So you're a successful self-employed professional. You're doing well. And you've probably been doing the smart thing, putting money away in a SEP IRA, which is great. But as your income has climbed, you might be getting this nagging feeling that your retirement plan just isn't quite keeping up anymore. Well, in this explainer, we're going to break down a strategic upgrade that can seriously supercharge your savings, the Solo 401k.
You know, this quote just hits the nail on the head. Your success has created a new kind of challenge. I mean, it's a good problem to have, right? But it's a problem that means your retirement strategy has to evolve right along with your business. Okay, so you've mastered your field, you're bringing in a great income, but you're also looking at a pretty hefty tax bill every year. And it's frustrating. It can really feel like you're hitting a wall with your retirement savings, that your plan just isn't working as hard as you are.
Now, let's be real. Choosing a SEP IRA was probably a very smart move when you were getting started. It's straightforward, easy to manage, and a fantastic first step. But the way its contribution limits are designed means that as your income goes up, its effectiveness kind of goes down. You've simply outgrown it. So what does outgrowing your plan actually look like in real dollars? Let's quantify this gap. Let's see exactly what that contribution ceiling is costing you in potential tax-deferred savings every single year.
To make this crystal clear, let's paint a picture. Imagine you're a consultant. You're 45 years old, and you have a net income of $150,000. Let's see what each of these plans could do for you in 2025.
With your trusty SEP IRA, the math is simple. You can only contribute as the employer, and that's capped at 25% of your pay. For our consultant, that means a max contribution of $37,500. And hey, that is a very solid number. But just watch this. Now, for the exact same person with the exact same income, a solo 401k allows a total contribution of $61,000. That is a massive, massive jump in your savings power.
When you see it side by side like this, it's pretty staggering. That's a $23,500 gap in 1 year. Think about that. That's an extra $23,500 you could be putting away, lowering your taxable income right now, and seriously accelerating your retirement goals.
So you're probably wondering, how in the world does the Solo 401k unlock all this extra savings potential? It's not some magic trick, it's just built on a fundamentally different and, frankly, more powerful structure that's designed specifically for people like you. Here is the secret sauce. With the Solo 401k, you get to wear two hats. First, you contribute as the employee, putting in up to $23,500 for 2025. Then, you put your employer hat back on and contribute an additional 25% of your compensation. The SEP IRA only lets you wear that one employer hat, and that single difference is what creates that massive gap. And the advantages just keep coming. It's not just about the higher contributions. You also get catch-up contributions if you're over 50, a really powerful Roth option, and even the ability to take out a loan, all things that a SEP IRA simply doesn't offer. So let's dig into those last two because they're huge. All right, this next feature is a massive strategic advantage, especially for high earners. The Solo 401k gives you a tool to not just save for retirement, but to build a pot of money that can be completely tax-free down the road. Here's how it works. That employee part of your contribution, that $23,500, you can choose to make that a Roth contribution. Now, this means you're putting in after-tax money, so you don't get the tax deduction today. But the real magic happens later.
Think of it this way. With a traditional pre-tax contribution, you save on taxes now, but every single dollar you take out in retirement gets taxed. With a Roth, you bite the bullet and pay the tax today, and in return, all of that growth for decades, and all of your withdrawals in retirement are 100% tax-free. It's about giving your future self tax flexibility, which is an incredible gift.
Now for another absolute game changer, flexibility. A Solo 401k gives you a level of access to your own money that's just impossible with an IRA. This is your strategic safety net for when life happens, without having to wreck your retirement goals.
Get this. With a Solo 401k, you can actually borrow from yourself. You can take a loan of up to $50,000 or half your account's value for any reason at all. A business opportunity, a down payment, an emergency. And the best part, the interest you pay on that loan goes right back into your own retirement account. You are literally paying yourself back with interest. It's amazing. Now, compare that to a SEP IRA.
There is no loan option, full stop. If you need that money before you retire, you're looking at a withdrawal that gets hammered by your regular income tax rate plus a steep 10% penalty. It's just a totally different world of flexibility.
Okay, so at this point, you're probably thinking, this sounds incredible, but it also sounds complicated. Higher limits, Roth options, loans, there has to be a catch, right? Well, let's talk about that.
The main administrative difference is just a simple annual filing called Form 5500 EZ, and you only have to do that once your plan assets hit $250,000. But here is the key. You don't have to become an expert on IRS forms. A good plan provider handles all of this for you. They set it all up and file the paperwork so you can stay focused on running your business.
So we end up right back where we started. You've built a successful career through sheer hard work and talent. The SEP IRA was a great tool for a time, but your income has leveled up, and your retirement plan needs to too. The Solo 401k is the plan that can match your ambition, with more power, more flexibility, and more options. So the only real question left is the one right here on the screen.